So here we are, we finally made it to Alexandria in The Walking Dead, and we finally get introduced to kind of the whole group of Alexandria, like meeting like the lore around here, like Deanna, like and meeting like a whole bunch of other characters. So straight off, like Rick and all that were like, okay, like what the fuck is this place? Like you want us to hang in weapons and shit? No, 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 that ain't happening. That ain't nothing that's going down right now. And it's like we see apparently, from what I've been informed anyway, correct me if I've been wrong, but I have not like read the comics at all. But apparently this is the current thing of the comic books right now, that this arc. So that's kind of interesting to know about right now, that we've actually caught up so much with the books. Maybe they've like skipped a bunch of stuff and all that, but right now this is like what they're doing in the comic book. So that's kind of interesting. Like I guess that's like this safe little paradise that they're in. And honestly, like a lot of this like episode, I'm not gonna lie, it was like a lot of superstition. It was a lot of people like walking around. Like it was kind of like everyone getting back to used to it. And like honestly, this chick and all that, the leader and all that, like yeah, she was like actually like playing like a sort of like a psychiatrist like sort of role or something like that. It's just like, oh, here you go, you know, like they like had a camera out and talk, say, you know, why do you want to be here? You know, what's your reasons for survival? And I'm like, what the fuck, you know, like you don't know what these motherfuckers are going through. And she was literally there, like, trying to explain her story. It's like, oh, I used to come from Ohio with my family and stuff like that. And it's like, come on, man. Like really, I can sort of see the situation and all that, but it's like, I don't give a fuck about these like characters speak with actions, not words and all that. And then she seems like an interesting character. I know that she's like a gender, like there's like a gender swaps or something like that in the character, like because I think in the comics that's supposed to be a dude actually, but they like I guess they replaced the guy with like a chick, so it was like, okay, fucking go with it. And we gotta get to see like how everyone else is going, because like literally for a second when Rick lost his fucking family and all that, like when he lost like Carl and all that, and he was panicking, he was fucking like losing it. He's like, oh my god, my fucking family's gone. And then it turns out, oh no, he was like with this old couple. Like it seems like a lot of the characters seem to be kind of interesting and all that. We really didn't see a lot more of like Aaron and his stuff. We get to see like sort of the other guys and all that, and it's like these motherfuckers, since they assign like job roles and all that, and these two dumb fucks and all that, who are like the actual scouters and all that, and it's like, oh, to keep like we lost 4 people in the last month because you know we like they were fuck ups and shit like that. And it seems like more that they're the fuck ups, because it was like Glenn was with them, and they decided like, oh, one of the little traditions that we do is like we go and have a look at this walker, so it puts our head game, and the walker got loose. And it nearly fucking killed everyone. And they're like, oh, no, 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 tie it up, tie it up. And then it's like, it nearly killed one in the group. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And it was so fucking good to see Glenn just knock that fucking prick out. I was like, that's what he gets. And then fucking Daryl, he was like, he fucking just rubbed me down. He was ready to go in on the other guy. He's like, I'm going to fucking up like that. He's like, he was just went straight in. And like, Rick was like, no, 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 get off him. Get off him like that. He's like, down, boy, down. It's like, he was ready to fucking slit his throat. He was like, I'm going to fuck you up. Carla, yeah, she was like, actually, yeah, he did deserve that. And it's like, yeah, thank you, Glenn, for knocking it. So obviously see that he's a fucking asshole. Like, and like, yeah, it kind of feels a little bit more understandable that some people are pricks and all that, and like some of them are like, it isn't like all superstitious. You're like, oh look, we're all friendly. And what they like actually wants like Rick to do is that she wants him to be like a constable alongside Michonne. So that's kind of cool that Michonne and them are gonna like pretty much be the sheriffs and all that. You can see like sort of Rick returning back to life. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of digging the super old timey beard thing that Rick was going for. It looks kind of weird now that he looks exactly like how he did in season 1. So yeah, they're kind of trying to go back with like, hey, this is like how season 1 was. But the way how they were talking at the end as they were starting to trust the place. And it's a little bit like superstitious because they took that gun that like Rick left there, so that's like Rick can't fully trust this place. That was his one little barrier, like hope and all that. So they know that either someone's been following them, and you know, the whole moment with like Carl and stuff like that when they were just like stabbing some fucking zombies up, and he had his back and shit like that. So yeah, that was cool. I really enjoyed that, but it's like, I really don't give a fuck for Carl in a character way anyway, but it's like, the ending was kind of cool. He's saying like, yeah, if this place doesn't work out, we'll just make it ours. Like, I think Rick's like, we're not like going out on the road again. We're absolutely tired of this bullshit. This is like fucking ridiculous. Like, so it was a cool, yeah, it was a cool episode and all that. I had some things for it and all that. A lot of it was built out like, oh, I didn't give a fuck the Carl with that chick and all that. Like, oh, she just walked out the walls and shit like that when she wants to, like, fine, get herself fucking killed or something like that. Just a lot of it, like, stuff like that. I was like, kind of don't give a fuck. Like, it was kind of like that. It's like, it's like... So, overall, pretty cool episode of The Walking Dead and all that. I did have some qualms with it. I did have a few issues, but it was like, never mind. It was actually kind of enjoyable, but I'm gonna give this one like a 7.5 out of 10 to like an 8. It was a really good episode, but had some issues with it. But let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this Walking Dead episode. But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.